Las Vegas, and welcome to VegasVibes Junction, your new home to enjoy the best coffee and wine while taking a peek at what's grooving and brewing in the music, pageantry, live production, and fascinating scenes in the city that never sleeps. And I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla-Gould. I would like to thank the hundreds of thousands of loyal viewers of VegasVibes Junction on Vegas Live TV, ACTV, WCTV, and BingeNetworks.tv, especially those watching on my favorite devices, Roku, Kodi, Amazon Fire TV, Samsung and LG Smart TVs, the recently added Pizzazz.tv, and the Daily Motion app. Plus, of course, in my very own website, VegasVibes.us. Please continue to support my show as well as my Vegas Vibes network by telling your friends to like Vegas Vibes on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I also would like to thank the millions of visitors who came to Vegas this month as we continue to celebrate the Vegas Vibes moment that Las Vegas is fully but cautiously open. We continue to encourage all locals and visitors to be more responsible in dealing with the extension of the pandemic so we can all reap the benefits of a safer and peaceful community. We hope to continue seeing familiar faces when we watch mega concerts and major sports events live and in person, even with our mask on. Now that the holidays are over, we are hitting the ground running with new episodes that will keep your mind off Omicron. So when Vegas Vibes Junction returns, a beauty queen awaits you, so stay right there till I come back. Welcome back. Las Vegas remains to host the best and the biggest resorts in the globe, and some of the best entertainers in the world live right here in this great city. It's bursting at the seams with creative juices, and those mega live productions can't forever be parked in the shade. So keep coming to Vegas. There's danger everywhere, even in your own closet. So keep coming, but be vigilant and careful all the time, even if you're fully vaccinated. When Vegas Vibes Junction returns, I will have Mrs. Nevada International 2022 with me. Ashley Tesoro is a Hollywood actress, runway model, e-entertainment host, and, would you believe, a Christian minister, and a gospel and country singer rolled into one. I had the opportunity of interviewing Ashley when she was still Mrs. Nevada America 2020 a year ago. So guys, freeze that remote until Vegas Vibes Junctions returns. Welcome back to Vegas Vibes Junction. I'm very honored to introduce to you our very special guest. She's a very wonderful lady, and I can describe her as an epitome of a phenomenal woman. She's none other than the reigning Mrs. Nevada International 2022, Ashley Tesoro.
Hello. Hello, that was so sweet. Thank you so much. I feel the same about you. You're amazing. It's just incredible to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot, especially coming from you. You know, you carry yourself with so much elegance.
Thank you.
With poise, in a sophisticated and very fashionable way.
Thank you.
How does a woman exude that much confidence and sophistication and elegance in a very graceful way?
Oh, well, thank you. First, thank you. And secondly, I think that the confidence comes from within, and just being satisfied with who I am and accepting myself for the flaws and the good parts of me. It's taken time and it's a journey. You know, you don't arrive there overnight, but it's definitely something that I've worked towards. You know, in my 20s and 30s, I feel like I've grown tremendously as a woman and just really discovering who I am, you know, really living my passion in life, which is being on stage and, you know, pageantry and being benevolent and helping people through my ministry organization and really uplifting others. And I think when you can love other people and uplift them, it actually does something in your own soul where you feel uplifted yourself and you feel good about yourself because you're helping humanity, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, you look so perfect. I mean, are you always glamorous and happy? How do you, is there like a pressure in being a beauty queen? Like you always have to fit in?
I think that there's definitely a measure of pressure, absolutely, because you are in the limelight or public eye and you're scrutinized more. But I think it really comes from, like I said, just being grounded inside and knowing who I am. And to answer your question, I'm not always glamorous. I think that the teachers that open the door and get my kids out of the car when I bring them to school in the morning would vouch for that. In my sweatpants and my top knot, my mommy bun. I'm a mother of 3. So I definitely have like my glamorous moments and my moments of, fashion and beauty and all those things. And then I have the moments where I don't wear makeup, I'm in my sweatpants, I'm, just with my kids, having fun and just being their mommy, or going to the gym, just going to the grocery store, doing normal things. And that is key also. You have to have balance. You have to. And in balance in life, being balanced in life, you can really like find your center and your peace and know that I'm as worthy in my sweatpants as I am with the crown on my head. And I think that that's really important.
That's more relatable, because I couldn't picture you in any different way.
Oh, no, like I said, if you see me in the morning dropping my kids off to school, you'll be like, oh, okay, she's just normal. I'm totally normal.
So were you ever been bullied, or how do you cope with that?
So I have been bullied. Growing up, I think we spoke about this on the last time I interviewed with you when I was Mrs. Nevada America. I was in Hollywood during my youth, so I starred on a soap opera and I've done 8 films and modeling and all these things. So you would think that, growing up in school and me having that platform and doing all those things, that everybody would just accept me and love me and think it was great. But to be honest, that came with a lot of heartache because, people can be critical, they can be jealous, they cannot understand. So growing up, I definitely, especially when I had to go to school on the days when I wasn't filming or working, I definitely got the bullying. And unfortunately, it came from young girls. And it's sad because I think that it comes from their lack of confidence. What I learned through going through those times of being bullied, that it really had nothing to do with me. It was something that was inside of them. And, to be honest with you, in my pageant journey, if I'm just being like very open and honest, which I am, that type of a person, I have encountered the most stunning, beautiful, lovely pageant queens. And unfortunately, I have encountered some women that have been pageant queens and been contestants or delegates in pageants that remind me of the young girls that used to bully me in school. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like going back to high school or grade school again. And I think that the women that respond that way are the women that don't know who they are, and it's really something inside of them and they've never fully developed. And so they feel insecurity, and so they project that their pain and their insecurity onto the woman that they feel is perfect or they're threatened by. But to be honest with you, none of us are perfect. I think that there's beauty in flaws, and I'm flawed just like anybody else. But I try to grow and develop and evolve as a person and really uplift other women. And in doing that, I find peace in myself. Complimenting another woman, mentoring a young girl or a group of girls, reaching out to help them to feel good about themselves actually makes me feel good about me. So I think that, like I said, giving back and like loving other people is very important in life.
That was beautifully said.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you're a person with a good heart. You're not just beautiful on the outside.
Thank you.
For
I
that,
appreciate that.
I admire you more because I got to meet your family.
Yes.
You have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Your father spoke highly of you when I was there, like your biggest fan.
Yes. Well, thank you, Dad, because I know he'll be watching this, so thank you. And yes, my parents are my biggest fans, like next to my kids and my husband and my sister. I have a sister, Brittany, and they are really in my corner. And I think that that's really important in life, especially when you are trying to achieve something great or difficult. You want to have people that really believe in you, because not everybody does. You're going to receive the criticism. So having the people in your life that really are in your corner and on your side makes all the difference. So I do have a wonderful husband, amazing children, great parents, a really good support system, and I think, you know, that's been very beneficial for me because I know I have, you know, the soft place to fall when I go home, and people that love me and that accept me, like I said, and no makeup, sweatpants, and bad mood, good mood, whatever, you know, because we all go through things. So
you're representing Mrs. Nevada International
Yes.
2022, and you will be competing in July. How excited are you about that?
oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So I was crowned Mrs. Nevada International 2022 in August. I cannot say enough about this pageant system. The international pageant system is incredible because they are very focused on the beauty of the woman inside as much as the beauty on the outside. And they really care about your platform. They care that you give back, and it's not for show. They really look into your history. They want to know, have you been doing this long term, or did you just get into charity because you want to win a beauty pageant? And for me, I've been doing charity work for 20 years. You know, since I was 18 years old, I started doing a lot of charity work. So, and running my own ministry and charity with my husband, who's a Christian pastor, and we do a lot of outreach. And so it's really ingrained in a part of who I am. But I couldn't be more excited. I'm going to Kingsport, Tennessee in July. I'll be competing with beautiful women, not only in the US, but around the world. So this is a chance for me to win not only a national title, but it's a hybrid national and international title. So if I won, I would be Mrs. International 2022. So just the thought of being able to be on the stage with these gorgeous women and just to be able to compete and to be there on that stage, I already feel so special. So I couldn't even imagine what it would feel like to actually receive the title, because I already feel like a winner.
And I've heard you spoke about the platform that you
Yes.
have. Please
Yes.
tell us about it.
Yes, so I am working with my ministry, Tesoro Ministry Foundation, of course, is a faith-based international and national outreach that my husband and I started 20 years ago together, faith-based and also charitable giving. And additionally, I'm working with First Choice Pregnancy Services. So they are based in Las Vegas. They help the Nevada community of women that are underprivileged, that are mommies to be and pregnant, and they basically need assistance. They need medical care, they need ultrasounds, they need guidance and medical counseling, they need to be sometimes housed where they don't have proper housing. And so First Choice Pregnancy Services has also teamed up with Living Grace Homes, and I work with Living Grace Homes, and they will actually take these women in and they will give them a home, and they give them care, and they give them necessities for them, you know, their babies and all these things. It's basically these two organizations I'm so passionate about because they really uplift the mommy to be and the unborn baby and give them a chance, because we're not all blessed with an amazing husband by our side or with the means to be able to have this, you know, comfortable, lavish pregnancy. And sometimes these women feel like their only option would be to terminate their pregnancy. And First Choice Pregnancy Services and Living Grace Homes comes along and says, we want to help you. If you want to keep your baby, let us help you and give you the resources that you need to be a mom. And I think that they're very amazing and inspiring organizations, and I'm very honored to be working with them. And I worked with them when I was Mrs. Nevada America as well, and I've continued that journey to now. So it's very exciting.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
I could really tell that those two charitable organizations are very near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
But you've mentioned not everyone is blessed with having an amazing husband.
Yes.
You recently celebrated your 20th anniversary.
It's crazy. I look at him and I'm like, can you really believe that, you know, we've been together for 20 years? It's pretty astounding and amazing. You know, we married when I was 18 and a half and he was 23.
Oh, wow.
We met.
You were so young.
We
You were
were
just
so young.
a baby.
Yeah, no, we were so young. We literally met when I was 2 days after I turned 18, I met him at his Bible study in Los Angeles. He had a Bible study, and like 100 people were coming, and he was like the young minister, and a lot of Hollywood people came. And so I was invited by an acting coach. She's like, oh, you're a Christian, you're an actress. This young minister, you're gonna love him. And I did. I loved the Bible study, but I fell in love with him too. And we basically have been together ever since. We got married 8 months after we met, if you can believe it.
So what's the secret to having a long-lasting, happy married life?
Well, I think friendship is really important, okay? So you want to really root your relationship in friendship, because when hard times come, when you're going through things, it's the friendship that really carries a couple through, I believe. And then also you want to keep the spark alive. Like you want to have that love and attraction and spark, so you want to go on dates and you want to, you know, keep yourself up. I go to the gym. When we go on dates, I dress really cute. You know, he works out, he takes care of himself. He's very kind. I'm very kind to him. And when we get in arguments, because, you know, every couple has their days, we're very quick to forgive and to apologize. You know, we don't hold it over each other's head or go days without talking. I think that some couples do that and it can be really destructive. So we try to make up quickly, you know, be forgiving, loving, and, you know, be good to each other. You can't have a productive marriage long term if you're always tearing each other down and you're not good to each other. So you want to, like, keep the goodness.
Yes, that's
and keep the
very
fresh.
true.
Keep it
You
fresh.
have to marry someone who has a good heart.
Yes,
That's very important.
And once in a while, like, throw on some lingerie. I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's like a very easy tip, but it's very practical. So,
Right,
you know.
keep the excitement.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and you have 3 beautiful
Thank you.
children.
Thank you. I love my kids. I have a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. Or she just turned 8. Gabriella's 8. So yeah, it goes by so fast. So my kids are amazing. They're so sweet. They all are very, like, strong-willed and very outspoken. So they definitely keep me on my toes. I have no shy children. You know, my kids are already, like, leaders and go-getters, and they're very outspoken. And
Yeah, I was going to ask, what are the 3 principles you would like to pass along to your children?
so, you know, obviously being a good person, I think having integrity is so important. I think that I could couple that with faith. So my faith is very important. So I'm instilling faith in them and giving them the option to believe how they desire and to grow in their faith as they desire. But I impart that into them and what my beliefs are and my faith, and give them that strength and integrity, hard work. I think that sometimes in this generation, we've gotten to a point where we feel like everything should be handed to us, or it's a quick fix all the time because we're on Instagram and the internet and all these things that are a very quick, you know, rush of, oh, you know, this photo or this thing, we have, the, you know, the internet, all these things. But you have to build through hard work. So just instilling in them the old-fashioned principle of hard work pays off in the end. You know, I'm a very hard worker, my husband is, and we have excelled through that hard work ethic. And also just them living their passion. You know, I think that you're most happy in life when you're doing what you love. And I want my children to feel that they're doing what they love.
Yes, you spoke about faith. How did it shape you?
So my faith, I've been a Christian my whole life. My parents never forced it upon me. As a matter of fact, they'll tell you that when I was little, they put me into a faith-based school, and then I started telling them about God. Oh, we need to go to church, you know, and I loved my school and I loved my teachers. And so I actually shared it with them, we need to go to church and everything, and they were pretty amazed that I was so young and saying these things. So we started going to church as a family more, and I've always leaned on my faith. Because I've been through difficult times in my life, because we all go through hard times, and then my faith is something that I can always go to and say, okay, I'm going through a hard time, but, you know, it will get better, and there's a God that loves me. You know, there's something bigger out there than just me, and He has a plan. And that's what I try to tell people, that God loves you unconditionally, you are meant for a purpose, He has a plan. At the end of the day, you know, His love will carry you through, because we can feel that energy and that love, you know, in the universe and in the atmosphere and in our hearts. And that's what I try to put out to the world through whatever means, in whatever way I can. Love. That's the most important thing.
Yes, you mentioned fear.
Yes.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, that is a good question. I think you may have stumped me. Like, for the first time. My biggest fear. I would say just wanting my children to be safe. You know, I think about them all the time and their safety, and the world that you know, what the world that we're living in. You know, there's so many things going on. It's such a scary world. It gets more dangerous every year. We have more sicknesses and crime and all these things. And I guess for me, my biggest concern is for my children. I want my children to be healthy, happy, safe, productive, live their years, and let my legacy continue and my husband's legacy continue through them, and that they're happy. So I guess my kids, that would be my biggest thought and, fear.
I guess the pandemic doesn't help either. What are the silver linings, life experiences that you have that has taught you?
Yeah, so the pandemic, absolutely, it's such a difficult time, and not only the sickness that's going around, but what it's done to so many people's emotional state, because a lot of people are living in constant fear, and that's not good for their health or their mental state. So again, for me, I lean on my faith and say God has a plan, and my days are I think are already destined to be a certain amount. And so I can't walk around in fear. I have to live my years in safety and wisdom, but also in liberty. So I'm not going to walk around in this fear. But it is a struggle because there's so many things going on. So again, leaning on my faith, using wisdom, doing the things that I need to do to protect myself and my family, but also just being as free as I possibly can. Because at the end of the day, living in fear, I don't believe is the highest way. I think that it affects your well-being. So I tell people, get out and exercise, pray, meditate, continue to do the things that you love, hug your loved ones. You can't go so long without feeling human connection and love and touch and all those things. So I try to encourage people to continue on with as many of the things that they were doing before as they possibly can, while still staying safe in a very, very difficult time.
I heard the siren, but I would like to ask, what's in store for Ashley Tesoro in 2022?
Well, what's in store for me is to continue to give back. I'm working with my charities to continue to raise my children and protect my kids, love my husband, work with all of my might and my strength to become the next Mrs. International. That is my dream, and I really hope that it happens, and I am working towards my goals every day, keeping myself healthy, working out, practicing my stage, interview, all those little things that we can't throw out the window. We have to put in the daily work every single day and be productive, and it's those little steps that through time eventually get us to our goal and to our destination. And at the end of the day, if I step on the stage and I do not earn the title of Mrs. International 2022, I'll still know that I'm a winner because I put in the effort, the work, I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to shine either way. Regardless, people are going to know, okay, Ashley was there and she made her mark regardless. And at the end of the day, that's what means the most to me, because I need to, at the end of the day, be happy with myself and make myself proud. And that comes through the hard work and the contentment and the satisfaction inside that I did what I needed to do. And I will. I'll do what I need to do.
Well, I personally believe that you deserve the crown.
Thank you.
But why should you be the next Mrs. International 2022?
I believe that I should be the next Mrs. International 2022 because of who I am inside, because of the dedication that I have made to helping other people for the last 20 years of my life, the hard work that I've put in to interview and stage, and all of the years that I have worked in front of the camera and on the stage, because it's not only about the charity, which is the most important thing, and about loving and the woman having a good heart. We also want to see a woman up there win that knows how to walk, that knows how to interview, that knows how to have the confidence and the poise to be an example to other women, not only in the US, but this is a international title, so across the globe. And also too, I feel that I'm very diverse, and I love different cultures. I'm very accepting. I'm not an exclusive, but an inclusive, where I want to receive other people, other cultures. I love that. I think that other cultures are beautiful, and I think we need a Mrs. International that can represent all cultures and love and understand and be accepting. And the current Mrs. International is amazing. Yolanda, she's amazing, and I adore her. And so it'll definitely be big shoes to fill, but I believe that I'm up for the task. And here I am, and I hope to do it.
Please invite everyone. Where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at Ashley Tesoro or at Mrs. Nevada INTL 22. So I have an at Mrs. Nevada International account and a personal Instagram, and I update those both regularly. And you could also visit my website, AshleyTesoro.tv. And I'm just so thankful for your love and support, and continue to send your love my way and your prayers, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, I wish you all the best and good luck in the competition in July.
Oh, thank you so much. It was great to speak with you again.
I just have to say that you are a woman that we can say is an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
In our everyday life. So
thank you.
Take care and God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Catch me again next week as I feature another amazing personality here on VegasVibes Junction. We hope you enjoyed watching this VegasVibes Junction episode as much as I did. Promise to join me again next week on this same fabulous VegasVibes Junction channel. And to all our global viewers out there, let me remind you that Las Vegas is not just about the world-renowned Strip or the famous Fremont Street experience in the vibrant downtown district. It has real people, a lot of them musicians, live entertainers, and those involved in the world of pageantry. And to the people here in the Valley who work hard each day to make Las Vegas a global brand. I would like to feature you and your cool story right here on VegasVibes Junction, either in the studio or online via Zoom. If you believe that's you, please email me now at vegasvibes1@gmail.com. Before I go, I would like to thank my wardrobe sponsor, Anne Fontaine, located at the Forum Shops of Caesars Palace. Anne Fontaine is now open for business as well. You may call Ms. Anna Billings at 702-733-6205 to make an appointment. And now for my favorite segment, the Vegas Vibes Closet. Yes, it features an intricate selection of health and beauty products which I personally use. And this week I have for you Brow MVP Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler by Fenty Beauty. Meet the only MVP you can trust with your brow game. Rihanna knows how personal brows are, so she made it easy to get instantly defined, natural-looking brows that are true to you. We're talking serious stamina too, with a waterproof formula that resists smudging, fading, and transferring. Plus, Brow MVP Smart Triangle shape make it easy to hold, with a built-in paddle brush to comb through and shape up brows while blending out excess color. Check it out, ladies! Below is the link if you wish to purchase it without delay. Search for Vegas Vibes Closet. Follow VegasVibes Junction on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, or check out VegasVibes.us for updates and announcements. Once again, I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla-Gould. Thank you for watching. Mwah!